Law of DMU. Yes, law of DMU is a basic law which Dr. Marshall stated. Other things being equal, the additional benefit which he made very basic assumptions that taste and preferences of consumer remain constant. He said that the units which are consumed are homogeneous, that is they are equal in terms of quality and standard. And last is he made an assumption they are continuously consumed one after the another. There is no time gap in between. So other things being equal, these things being equal, the additional benefit which a person derives from a given increase in the stock of a thing diminishes with every increase in the stock that he already has. Definitely, if you have the first glass of tea, you will be feeling satisfied to a great extent. The second glass would give you lesser satisfaction. Third glass, even lesser. Fourth glass, even lesser. So, the more you have of a commodity, the less you want to have more of it. You would be reaching a condition where you simply don't want tea. You have had 6 or 7 glasses of tea continuously, and now you say, Abhi bas ho gaya, Abhi I don't want tea after that. It's very important. This could be explained in some another way also. This has another way of explaining also. For example, take the example of water itself. But I won't be, assume that water was something which was a very expensive thing. Assume that you are living in a world, say 300 or 400 years from now, and water is going to be expensive. You have to pay, you have to spend a lot of amount on water. And water has multiple uses, as I told you. Water can be used in cooking, water can be used for drinking, water can be used for washing, water can be used for cleaning, etc., etc., etc. But water is very expensive. So you would be devoting water only for, say, the most important use, that is thirst. The price of water reduces further. You could use it for cooking. Or again further, you could use it for washing, cleaning, etc., etc. So law of diminishing marginal utility is that can be explained other way also, that when probably because of an increase in stock of a particular commodity, more and more uses of that particular commodity are getting satisfied. Definitely. And so the further marginal utility of water is going to reduce, because initially when you were only using water for the purpose of satisfying your thirst, water still had unused utility for the purpose of cleaning, washing and cooking. But once you use it for cooking, it still has some unused utility. But once you use it for cooking, cleaning and washing, the unused utility is only limited to some other types of uses. So with the more number of uses I am putting a commodity to, which will definitely imply an increase in the stock of that commodity, because when I have limited stock, I am going to only satisfy some urgent uses. But with an increase in the stock and with the satisfaction of less urgent uses, there is a decrease in the utility of water, because more and more uses of that particular commodity are actually getting satisfied. Okay, so there could be two explanations. First could be the basic psychological explanation, which is related to the psychological feeling that you will experience, and second is based on the number of uses. So I am taking an example. This is a very natural example, and you can watch very clearly that natural human tendency. The lady in the picture is having pizza. First she is having the first piece, she is getting the highest level of satisfaction. Then after having subsequent pieces of pizza, her satisfaction level is increasing when we are considering total satisfaction level. But the increase in the level of satisfaction is occurring at diminishing. Now the same thing can be plotted using a table. I am consuming chocolate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 serially. I am consuming additional quantities of chocolate. First I am consuming only 1 unit, then I am consuming the second unit, then third unit. So my total utility is, you can see, increasing 30, 50, 65, 75, 83, 89, etc., etc., etc. only till 10th unit, where it is at 98. At 11th unit it is falling, because that is the point where I am done with chocolates. Additional piece of chocolate is not going to give me utility. Marginal utility is decreasing, because marginal utility always diminishes. So the second unit of chocolate is going to give me additional 20 units of marginal utility. But the third one is going to give me only 15 more. Fourth one, 10 more. Fifth one, 8 more. So marginal utility is decreasing. So also total utility is increasing. It is increasing at a decreasing rate. And that rate is nothing but marginal utility, which is decreasing. Marginal utility becomes negative when you are totally satisfied and you don't want to have that particular product. So it becomes negative, and at that point total utility decreases. This is the way in which you plot marginal utility. We are not going to plot total utility. Total utility will be the area under the curve. The area under this curve is going to be total utility, but you don't have the concept in detail to be explained now. But as far as this is concerned, we are plotting quantity consumed of chocolates in units on the x-axis, marginal utility on y-axis. we get a downward sloping marginal utility curve, wherein at a point you will find that it also crosses the first quadrant and enters the fourth quadrant, wherein you have negative marginal utility of -5 when you are consuming the 11th unit. Okay, very easy and very important to understand. Marginal utility curve always slopes downwards from left to right. Relationship between marginal utility and total utility. When total utility increases, MU falls, as you have seen in the table. Total utility is increasing but at a decreasing rate, so MU is falling. When TU is maximum, MU is 0. Yes, at the point of 10th unit where TU is 98, MU is 0. This is the point where TU is going to be maximum but MU is going to be 0. And after that, you will be experiencing negative marginal utility. You are totally satisfied and you don't want to have additional units of the product. An additional unit of the product is going to affect you negatively. It is going to give you negative level of utility, and so the total utility is also going to decrease. So this is a relationship between TU and MU.